Shalom. I want to first start off giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors unto our apostles as well as the men that taught them, the elder high priest, as well as the elder bishops and the elders at Great Millstone. Peace and blessings unto the 144,000 and the rest of the elect of the nation of Israel. This is the brother Abadia from the GMS Houston camp. And the title of this video is going to be called Tribulation, Faith, and Endurance. Tribulation, faith, and endurance. And, based upon reading Romans, the 5th chapter, starting at the first verse, I'm going to read all the way to the 4th verse. And you'll see why I'm naming the video Tribulation, Faith, and Endurance, which all those three things are requirements for the elect. The elect are going to have to have faith. That's a requirement. It's also a gift. So you can't meet that requirement on our own or by our own strength. Okay? It's a gift. You're either given a gift or you're not. But it is a requirement. And that's just how cold the Most High is. Okay? He set it up that way. So it's a requirement. You must have faith. All right? You must go through tribulation. All right? And the last one is, and you have to have endurance. Okay? Meaning you have to be durable. Okay? And what I'm going to read is going to, build upon each of those requirements that the elect must have and will have and do have. Okay? And Lord willing, this video is edifying. So let's get into it. Romans 5:1, it says, therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with Yahweh through our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, by whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand. So you can't have one without the other. In order to have grace, to be up under the grace of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you have to have faith. Okay? And in order to have grace, you got to have faith. To get to grace, you got to have faith. Okay? So it says let me read Romans 5:2. It says, by whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand and rejoice in hope of the glory of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And not only so, but we glory in tribulation also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience. I want to go back into this verse, okay? Verse 3. It says, and not only so, meaning we don't only rejoice in the hope that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to get the glory on this planet Earth, along with us, his sons, the Israelites, starting with the elect, okay? But we also glory in tribulation. It says tribulations, okay? It says knowing that tribulation worketh patience. So let's get into this. Tribulation, why should we glory in tribulation? Okay? What's the point of glory in tribulation? And what's the benefit of glorying and catching hell? Well, let's see. It says, knowing that tribulation worketh patience. So let's get this word, worketh and patience. So for the word worketh,
Strong's G 2716. Katergodzamai. Katergodzamai.
And that's Romans 5:3 for the word work it. Romans 5:3 for the word work it.
Strong's G 2716. Katergodzamai. Katergodzamai.
And it says to perform, accomplish, achieve. This is in the outline of biblical usage. To work out, to do that from which something results. Of things, bring about, result in, to fashion, render one fit for a thing. And the Strong's definitions: to work fully, accomplish, to finish, fashion, perform. All right. So let's keep that in mind for the word work it. Perform, or it achieves. What else? A good one. Another good one is cause. Cause, achieve, perform. All right. Now let's get the word patient in Romans 5:3.
Strong's G 5281. Hupamane. Hupamane.
So for the word patience, steadfast, consistency, endurance. You see? Endurance. It says in the New Testament, the characteristic of a man who has not swerved from his deliberate purpose and his loyalty to faith and piety by even the greatest trials and sufferings. Well put. But the we can't forget the tribulation. Keep that tribulation in mind. Okay? It says patiently, steadfastly patient, steadfast, waiting for, a patient enduring, endurance, enduring. Oh, consistency. That's powerful, you know. Consistency in doing his work. That's a show of faith. You stop doing the work, that means you lost the faith. You know, the work of teaching these scriptures. So let's go back to the verse. Romans 5:3, it says, and not only so, but we glory in tribulation also. Why? Why glory in tribulation? What's the benefit of it? It says, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, meaning tribulation forms, achieves, causes endurance, which goes back to being durable, being made hard. Endurance goes back to, it means to be made hard. Okay? So you can't be made hard without going through tribulations. Right? Now let's read on. It says, and patience, experience, and experience hope. You know, and I forgot to put that word. Experience would have to be in the title too. So excuse me. You know, the video is gonna have to be named faith, endurance, tribulation, and experience. Not in no particular order, but those four things are requirements. Gotta have experience of going through different situations and coming up out of them. Because to be made hard, that means you got a lot of, the harder you get, the more durable you become. That means the more experience you're gaining. Okay? All for what? To meet the requirements of being the elect. And what's going to be needed that's going to be needed to get through the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay? To get through the hour of temptation, to be delivered from the thermonuclear destruction. Okay? Patience. It says, tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope. So it all circled back around to faith. You see? Tribulation feeds, making you feeds patience. Patience feeds experience. Experience feeds hope. It all go together. So in essence, tribulation is a sponsorship for faith. You gotta have it. Tribulations build your, ultimately what? It builds your faith up. So this was just some, the scriptures say, he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. Right? The scriptures also tell us to endure hardness as a good soldier. Right? To escape this up and coming, impending danger. All right? Lord willing, this video was edifying. And until the next one, I say shalom.